It is 9:30 on Friday, October, I think it's the 28th. And I am here in Killarney. It's the only time of year I get to come here because nobody else is here. Today I'm going to be heading to OSA to spend 2 nights there for the weekend. And I'm super excited. I have never stayed on OSA. I've never been to OSA. It's one of the lakes I've been wanting to get to, and unfortunately I have to wait until this time of year to do it because otherwise it's always booked. You never know until you get to the office what's open and what's not, because after Monday of this week there was no making reservations online. You can only do it by going into the office, and the office doesn't open till 8:30. I've been told that someone else is camping on OSA this weekend on another campsite a bit a ways from mine. I have booked campsite number 62, which is the Big Island. And I'm excited to check it out. I hear it's really nice. It's supposed to be a high of 11 and a low of 7 during the day, and then nighttime is supposed to get to around 4, it feels like 4 degrees, so not super cold yet. Someone's coming. I'm gonna go move my cart, and on the water I get. See you in a bit. There's a whole bunch of mergansers here to greet me and send me off. I counted 12 a few minutes ago. Thanks, guys. Thanks for the greeting. Look at this, it's stunning. All right, it's 10 o'clock. I have barely paddled anywhere. I don't have a long journey to get to the campsite. I got a couple portages. I think there's 3 of them in total. Just still have to check my map. But I know where they are, and I have a good idea how to get through, and I'm not super worried about that. I have been taking pictures and videos of this absolutely stunning scenery that you get every single time you come to Killarney. And I really do wish I could come here more often, but unfortunately it's always packed with people. Just gorgeous out here. Simply stunning, as always. The last time I was here, the water was not so calm. I came to do a hot tent canoe trip on Killarney Lake, and it was fantastic, but it was a little bit too warm still for the hot tent, so I believe that was the case for this trip as well. I wanted to be able to do a bit more portaging. It's been a while since I've done a portage. So according to the Jeff's map, there's a 45-meter portage from George into Freeland. And then from Freeland, there's a 410 meter going into Killarney Lake. And then from there, I just have to paddle up and over a bit. And then there are 2 portages going into OSA from there. And I believe the smaller one, I think it's a 110 meter or something like that, is accessible, and I can use it from what I checked online. There is also, I noticed on the map yesterday, a 1,200 meter portage going from Osa directly into George. So what I thought I might do is do a loop. So I will go in the Freeland Killarney Lake, doing the 3 small portages, and then Sunday when I leave, I will go out and do the 1,200 meter. The Jeff's map says it's in good shape. Now this Jeff's map is super old, so I don't know how accurate that is. I did not ask at the office. I wanted to, but the people that were at the front desk didn't quite know much, and they called on someone to come up, but they said the person who knew all the information was on the phone, so I didn't get to talk to that person. I guess I could have waited, but it wasn't really somebody's opinion of a portage. No matter how hard or easy it is, can be completely different than what my opinion of that same portage would be. So I'd rather just do it and find out what it's like. Anyways, nobody out here, super quiet, and I am so happy to be out here and so grateful. All right, that's about it for now. See you in a bit. Well, to have perfect mirror when the forecast said it was going to be 12-kilometer winds, 24-kilometer wind gusts at this time, pretty grateful for that. Can almost get a little bit nauseous paddling here when there's mirror like this. I feel like I'm a little bit disoriented, and I'm actually up in the clouds and not on the water. It's unbelievable how much, it is unbelievable the mirror that I'm getting right now. And I'm so grateful. How incredibly gorgeous. A little bit after 10. I'm taking my time, and I am taking tons and tons of pictures and videos. So it will take me a while to get to camp, but this is my adventure for the day. I don't have to fight for a campsite when I get to OSA because I've booked the actual campsite because the reservation system was changed this year, and I can get there whenever I feel like it. So I'm just going to take my time and check everything out on the way. Looks like there's a really pretty little waterfall up here. I'm excited to see it, and I'm surprised that I was camping like so close to it and never even came to check it out, but I really enjoyed my time on that campsite, just kind of relaxing and enjoying the view right from where I was. So if I had done that, this wouldn't be new to me now. Well, everybody, welcome to the portage into Freeland Lake. Beautiful. Well, I think because this portage is so small, I'm not going to set up the canoe with the yoke and stuff. I'm just going to try to kind of put that on my head and carry it through. So I'm going to take the pack first and bring everything else with it except the food bag, and that way all I have is the canoe and the food bag. I don't have to worry about the yoke and the paddles and all that. So off we go. Oh, that was super easy. The variations already begin. The yellow portage sign says this is an 80 meter. I don't know about that, but it's pretty small and I like it. This is super pretty too here. It's much prettier coming from the other direction. Alright, it is 10 to 11 and I am back on the water. Super easy little portage, really, really pretty. And I was there for far too long, taking pictures and videos, but it was definitely worth it. The sky is kind of starting to cloud over. It's supposed to be partly cloudy today with a 20% chance of rain. It was 30% yesterday, but they changed it this morning to 20. So I am on Killarney Lake. I am on a lake that I have never been on, and I'm going to check it out. Look at these rocks and paddling paths are just gorgeous. A lot of swampy areas here. This would be a great spot to see a moose. Fingers crossed. Might be a little late in the day, but you never know. So far the water levels seem to be good. The water is maybe 2 feet deep in some spots, 2 feet, 3 feet, 1 foot. It varies, but it's not impassable by any way, so that's great. And I will continue on. As I'm paddling, I hear some water swishing down. Sounds like a waterfall. And just over there, it's just a tiny bit of one going through, or coming down, I guess, the hill there. Super pretty. It was definitely much prettier when the sun was shining, but hopefully it'll be back soon. It is supposed to be out quite a bit this weekend. Not as warm as last weekend, but still pretty nice. So I'll see if I can get a closer look and, oh, there they go. I guess I'm not gonna get a closer look. This is just a simple trip for me. There's no rush, there's no race. I've got all day to get to camp, and this is the part that I love the most, next to finding a new campsite and setting it all up and doing that. So, oh, and the Just Map said there were waterfalls here, so hopefully I'm in for a treat. Gary's gonna love this video. Just a couple of shallow sections there that I had to get through, but not too bad. And we have arrived at the 410 meter portage, and it looks pretty. I don't know what happened there. I went to put the pack on. Had some kind of weird malfunction there. Couldn't find the strap for this side. And a couple of days ago at work, I sawed a branch off a tree. It hangs over my birdhouse at work, and the squirrels were jumping off of it and landing on top of the birdhouse and sitting inside of it and scaring away all the birds. So cut the branch off with this saw on a stick, and a pole saw, I guess it's called. And I woke up the next day and I couldn't move my arm. So that was yesterday morning. So today, still a little bit sore. And then I went to pick up my pack, and I guess I was trying to be extra careful. And then I couldn't find the strap. And anyways, I ended up putting it down and picking it up 3 times before I got it in there. It's so funny how many times I've done that with this bag in over 20 years. And sometimes things just make me laugh. A little bit uphill so far. Not much. Just grabbed the pack first. Couldn't tell if I heard rain or if it's just the waterfalls in the distance. But whichever. I'm going to go to the end of the portage first and then film 410 meter into Killarney Lake. It's really hard to see. It's also a nice big patch of wet here. I opted for my water socks and my sandals today, this weekend, because it's not supposed to be super cold. Sometimes I wear my rubber boots. Just depends on the weather and how cold I think my feet will get. My pack's actually not packed very full this trip. I did really good with the packing. I didn't bring a ton of stuff, mostly clothing. I didn't bring a lot of clothes. I did bring my hot water bottle though, and my hot pocket from Sierra Madre, so I like to be warm. I sacrifice things and then I bring other things. It's only fair. A little bit more uphill, not too bad so far. Oh, in no time at all, I have made it to the end of the portage without any issues, except for some little bug that's trying to get in my eye. There's even bugs out in the fall, see? Oh, what a beautiful landing. Wow, this is gorgeous. Look at how beautiful this is. Get the back zoom. Just gorgeous. Oh, and there's the mountains. I can't wait to see you guys. Well, I don't really see a trail here, but it's kind of open-ish here. So, just gonna kind of take a boot through and look. Water is moving fast. Oh, I think this is a little bit of a trail. I am loving this. Taking my time, checking out stuff, no rush, no hurry. It's fantastic. Oh, I just came up to another spot. So I was there. Just came up here. Well, I'm really glad that I took that little non-side trail and came through here to check this out. Super pretty. I'm going to set up the canoe to portage real quick and get that over on the other side and start making a little better time before the wind gets too bad. I'm kind of trying to move quickly and knock this portage out so I can hear the wind start to howl through the trees. But I always have to stop myself. I just say, hey, these are wet leaves. They are on top of slippery rocks, and it is super easy to step on something like this, tree root, or a rock with some wet leaves on it that's slippery, and wipe out and hurt myself. I'm out here by myself, and I have to always remind myself to slow down, take extra care, and be smart, because just one wrong step could cause me a lot of problems. All right, it is 12 o'clock, and I am on Killarney Lake. Quite happy happy to be here. I'll make my way through. I have to go to the left and up and around, and then back down to the 100-meter-ish portage that goes into Osa. I got a little bit of paddling to do here. Not too much. Hopefully the winds don't get too crazy until I get to camp. I did bring a tasty lunch. I have a chicken wrap. Same thing I had for my Thanksgiving trip because I liked it so much. This time I cooked up some chicken fingers that I had in my fridge or my freezer, just 2 of them. And I made a wrap with ranch and shredded old cheddar. And I also brought some plum sauce for it. I'm not sure if I'm going to get to do the plum sauce because I'm not sure if I'm going to be eating this on the go or when I get to camp. So what I did this morning was I stuck a Snickers in my pocket. It's kind of a little bit cold. Snickers aren't that great when they're cold because they're really hard on your teeth, but that's why I kept it in my pants pocket, hoping it wouldn't get too hard and it would thaw out nicely. Well, I had it there. So I'm just going to snack on this while I'm paddling through these beautiful views and making my way through Killarney Lake towards Osa. Just coming out of this bay, and look at this. Wow! So beautiful! Look at these mountains, they're just so beautiful. I never get sick of looking at them. I had a nice view of them from the campsite. Speaking of campsites, there is one here to my left. This piece of land here that's sticking out. And there is one right across, right there. I was told when I was at the office that most of the park is empty, according to the reservation systems. Not too many people out here this weekend, which makes me very happy. Well, if you've ever been to Killarney and have hiked the Crack, that is actually in behind this campsite here. And I remember the last time I was here, I was paddling through here and I could see people up there, and that was really cool. All right, I'm just passing past old campsite number 19. Killarney revised their campsite numbers as well. They do have a legend on their website. I am just about to come around the corner here and have a stunning view. And I did not want to miss it, so hang on to your hats. Here it comes. I can see it, you can't get it. Here it comes. There you go. Oh wow, I remember the first time I came around that corner last year and I was just like, oh crap, look at that. It just comes out of nowhere. So gorgeous. So this is campsite 21, which I believe is now 13. I'll put the number below. And it has a simply stunning view. Last summer I was heading to Norway. I continued on this way and went around there, and I camped over on that side, not too far down. And today I am heading this way towards the sunshine. That's right. Well, the sun seems to be making its way through the clouds. The clouds are lightening up. Just got a nice little gust of wind as I came around that corner just before campsite 21. I'm not going to translate them. I do have the list up on my phone and I keep going back and forth looking at it so I can tell you what the right numbers are, but I think for time's sake and to keep me from going insane, I'm just going to say the old campsite numbers, and then when I edit the video in post-production I will put the campsite number that it is now below. All right, so this is campsite 22. Looks pretty nice. And here is the view that you will get from this campsite. And it is spectacular. And if that wasn't enough, there's a couple more down there. Just gorgeous. All right, directly in front of me is old campsite number 23. I think it is the last one on this part of the lake, Killarney Lake. And it's up on a big hill. The view here is very nice as well. I'm not sure what's on the other side because I haven't been here before. Not as dramatic as I expected. All right, in front of me, I can now see the portage sign. That is the 400 and something meter going into OSA. I am going to paddle past it and paddle a little bit more to get to the 110 meter portage into OSA. It looks so dark in the video, but it's really quite pretty out. There are a couple more dark clouds coming across the sun here in the sky where the sun is. But most of the sky is filled with white fluffy clouds. So hopefully that's a good sign. I think the dark clouds are heading out. That's what I hope anyways. It's hard to tell which way they're moving when you're in a moving boat. Beautiful pitcher plants here. Tons and tons of them, really big ones. So pretty. This is where I'm headed. So I just have to do a little bit of a lift over here. All right, it's 1 o'clock now. I just did a little photo shoot with the boat. I found a nice little patch of mud that was sticking out of the lake that was perfect to put the tripod selfie stick on, and can't pass that up. Anyways, I just have to pull the boat over this little doodad here, this little beaver dam blockage, and I'm almost at the portage. Alright, simple little lift over. I have spotted the portage that goes into OSA. Showing on the Jeff's map as 120 meter. Shouldn't be too bad. Might not set up the yoke for this one because it was fairly simple to carry the canoe through the last time with just my neck on the seat there at the edge of the seat. All right, here we are. Killarney Lake into OSA, finally. I think I just spotted an eagle maybe, or a hawk. There's something sitting in the top of that tree. I'm not sure what it is. I can barely make it out. I guess I have to move, but I don't want to startle it. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Oh, I cannot tell what it is. I think maybe an eagle. See it? All right, it is 1:15. The sign on the tree says 130 meters to OSA. And just got the backpack on. I'm gonna grab the yoke, the selfie stick, and my paddle, and just carry the canoe without the yoke on it because it looks like it's a really small portage. Just goes up and over and down the other side, I'm guessing. All right, well, this time I put the yoke and the paddle in one hand, and I've got the selfie stick down my PFD, so I got a free hand so I can film. I'll show you what the portage looks like. I'm trying to walk a little slower on the portages when I'm filming. I was noticing when I was editing my videos over the summer, a lot of them I was walking too fast, and just changes the quality of the video. So sorry about that. Man, does it ever smell good? It's so good out here. I'm really digging these short portages. Pretty awesome. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Osa Lake. Finally made it here. So happy. Oh, it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. Oh, hello, Chippy. I was walking and I heard a sound and got a little friend. Hi, buddy. I don't have any food for you, and if I did, I wouldn't give it to you, but it was nice to see you. All right, it's 1:30. I've made it to Osa Lake. Yes, it almost took me 4 hours. I don't care. I'm gonna make my way across the lake here. I think I have about a kilometer just over to get to the campsite. I'm excited to see it, and I'm gonna have lunch when I get there. So I'm gonna jump in the boat and head out. Alright, I am making my way through OSA. Yay! Yeah, I know, I'm corny. A little bit of a headwind here. That's about it. Not too bad. I'm excited to get to my campsite and check it out, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty tired. I haven't done, as I said, any portages in a while. I'm just passing by campsite number 28 here of the old numbering system. Looks like a nice sheltered site. And if you are staying on campsite 28, this is your view. Looks like a nice little side feature of campsite 28, maybe a beach, I think. Looks like there's one there, just past the campsite. There's the sun's popping out a little bit in between a bunch of dark clouds, and I'm about halfway to the campsite. I'm super excited to check it out and have my lunch because I'm really hungry, and not cold in any way, very comfortable, beautiful day, and just really be happy if the sun came out. So, fingers crossed. Can't have it all. As long as it's not raining or snowing or minus 20, I'm feeling good about it. I saw this, looks like a little island with some openings on it, and I thought that might be the campsite. And now that I've paddled a little ways into the lake, I believe I am correct. So it's just over there, maybe 10 minutes. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you saw, please click the subscribe button. Also click the bell for notifications. If you'd like to get more information on the stuff I use on my trips, please check out my website at CamperChristina.com. Thanks. Bye.